It Girls, what's up and welcome back to It Girl YouTube. Today I'm here at beautiful Bondi Beach with Willow, and I'm going to be interviewing Hoppo from the show Bondi Rescue, and he is the head of the Bondi lifeguards, so let's get into it. Hi Hoppo.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very good.
So let's just get straight into the interview. So first off, how did you end up becoming a lifeguard?
Yeah, well, I became a lifeguard many years ago, probably because I was doing a lot of ocean racing, and then it was good to be able to keep fit and train and also help people at the same time. So that fit in really well with my lifestyle, so that's why I became a lifeguard.
Oh nice. So like, how has being a lifeguard from when you started training to today, how has it changed?
So I've been here 30 years, so it's changed a lot since 1991, so it's pretty much, we didn't have jet skis when I started, we didn't have the beach bikes, that sort of came in a bit later. We always had the rescue boards, so now we run with 2 bikes, we've got towers at each end of the beach. This main tower as well, wasn't here when I started, but it's been here for about 20 years. So lots changed in that 30 years.
So what are like some of the main qualities that you do need to become a lifeguard? Like, can anyone do it, or like?
Yeah, look, not anybody can be a lifeguard. You pretty much need a few skills. You need, obviously, the water skills, being able to paddle a rescue board and swim. So you need that physical fitness. But you also need the observation skills. You need to predict what's going to happen in the next half an hour. So you need to watch people, how they walk into the water, how they carry a surfboard. So you've got to get those skills to be able to know that that person potentially can get into trouble. So there's a lot more to it. And also, they're long days down here, so you need to have a long attention span as well. You can't sort of switch off all the time because you might miss someone who's in trouble.
What advice do you have to any kids that want to become a lifeguard one day?
Oh, look, any kid that wants to become a lifeguard, pretty much get down in the ocean and get out there on a surfboard and practice and sit and watch the water, watch where the rips go, watch how the waves break. Different days when the wind might be from the south or from the north. The swell direction, so get to know all the criteria there of the ocean and understand it. The more you can understand it, the better lifeguard you'll be.
Oh nice. So like, you said that you had been working at Bondi for quite a long time, so how's the actual like beach changed?
The beach has always been crowds, so it hasn't changed that much with crowds. The ocean's all, on your days always been similar with rips and plenty of rescues. So beach-wise hasn't changed a lot over the last 30 years. We probably get a few more tourists over here than what we used to in the last probably 5 years. So that's where it's been a little bit more busy.
How did your life change for you once you became like a celebrity lifeguard on Bondi Rescue?
Oh, look, probably life changed a little bit, I suppose. It opened up a few doors to do other things. A lot more people coming up for photos down at the beach. You get recognised a lot more, but predominantly being a lifeguard, it's still pretty much the same, but yeah, definitely there's a bit more attention these days since the show's been around.
So, talking about the show, what's your filming schedule look like? So, how much of your day do you actually spend filming? So
the filming, they'll come in about mid-December, and they'll film every day, 7 days a week, till about mid-February, end of February. So it's about a 10-week, 12-week filming period, 7 days a week.
Bondi Rescue is great for entertainment purposes, of course, but how do you think it's helping like people learn more about the safety?
I think Bondi Rescue's been great over 16 years. It's been able to show people what professional lifeguards do. We've also got the volunteers, so it shows now the difference between the two, and also a lot of people overseas and around Australia have sent letters in saying that they've done rescues and rescued people. They've done resuscitations only because of watching the show and learning from the show, and a lot of people are learning about the rips as well, so it has been quite a success in that way.
Did you expect the show to like last as long as it did?
No, probably not. It was probably, originally it was only ever going to be an hour special, and then we got a whole lot of footage in the first season. Then Channel 10 saw that footage and thought it was more for an hour, so then they decided to do 8 episodes to make it a series and just see how it went, and pretty much from then on it just took off. 16 years later we're still going.
So So what has been one of your most memorable saves? Like there's probably a lot, but like what's like the first one that comes to mind?
Well, old age, trying to remember them and stuff. No, I reckon probably the first season where the show came into film and we did a resuscitation on a Japanese guy called Takahiro who had a heart complaint. He dropped and we had to revive him. And that was probably the first time a resuscitation was captured from start to finish, and they even travelled to the hospital and then when he had the operation as well. So I'd say that one would be the one that stands out.
So what are your top tips for staying safe at the beach?
You know, staying safe at the beach is pretty much when you come down, make sure you know your environment, look at where the, go to the beach that's got that's patrolled with the red and yellow flags, and just understand what the rips are, understand the signage, and be prepared when you come to the beach. Don't just come down unprepared.
For some of those people who don't already know, what if you're in the water and in trouble?
Well, if you're in trouble, the best way is to float. If you float and go with the flow of the water, you'll have a 90% chance you'll come across the sandbank or the waves will push you back to shore. So pretty much float, stay calm if you don't panic, because most people that try and swim and start panicking are the ones we've got to go rescue, because they tend to swim back into where the rip's going out.
So what is the most common mistake do you think that people make when they come to the beach?
The most common mistakes when they go in the water and when they go in the water they panic and try and come back. So where they enter into the water is where they try and exit. So that's the wrong thing to do. You're better off just going with it. So that's something that people make a massive mistake with, is the panic.
Okay, so we have to ask, but does weeing on a jellyfish sting actually help?
Yeah, well, it hasn't been proven, but has been attempted over the years, but yeah, not proven. So at this stage it's probably, no, it doesn't help.
So you're at the beach mostly because of your job. So do you ever get to like relax and swim when you're off duty? Or is it most just like...
Oh, when I'm off duty, if I go to the beach, I'll try and stay away from here so it doesn't feel like work. But if I go to the beach somewhere else, it's hard to switch off because I still keep looking as if I'm at work. So they reckon it takes about 2 years after you stop being a lifeguard to sort of start forgetting about what's happening in the water and people getting into trouble. And you know, I see people going down the rips and I sort of want to say something, but I know I'm not working, so I just got to sit back, but it gets pretty frustrating. So it's hard to relax when you're at the beach.
Yeah, and lastly, can you tell us a completely random fact about yourself?
Random fact? Oh, when I was growing up, I suppose, I used to play a lot of field hockey, so a lot of people probably don't know that. I was playing hockey.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, it's great.
Good luck saving lives.
Good luck in your interviews.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed meeting the amazing Hoppo. Make sure you watch Bondi Rescue and
catch you on another video.
Bye!